How many of you own a metronome? Metronome is the little device that you can practice with that keeps your timing exact. A metronome is based on the clock. 60 seconds, 60 beats in a minute. If I wanted 1 beat per second, I would set it at 60. Then it would be 1 beat per second. If I want it to be 2 beats per second, it would be at 120. Click tempo is what they use in film. Metronome and click are 2 different sets of numbers. If I want 1 beat per second in metronome, I'm going to set my metronome at 60. If I want 1 beat per second in click, it's a 24-frame click because they're 24 frames a second. If the film travels at 24 frames a second and you wanted 1 beat per second, then punch a hole in the audio track every 24 frames. The tempo is punched in the audio track right on the film every 24 frames. Goes over the audio head and makes a pop. So that's 1 beat per second. There are 4 sprocket holes per frame. See the sprocket holes there? Each frame has got 4 sprocket holes. These numbers are showing you the increments of each frame, where a hole would have been punched. The bottom is the beginning. So it goes up. Frame number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on this bottom frame over here, I could punch a hole at 0, or I could punch a hole at 1, or punch a hole at 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6, or 7, and the next hole is at 0 again. So the 4 sprocket holes indicated 8 increments per frame. So I could have a 24/7 click, which would mean every 24 frames and 7 increments of a frame, they punched a hole. If I punch a hole every 24 frames, it's going to be 1 beat per second. If I punch a hole every 12 frames, it's going to be 2 beats per second. So a 12-frame click is faster than a 24-frame click. In metronome, 60 is slower than 120. In click, it's reversed. 24 is 1 beat per second. 12 is 2 beats per second. 2 different systems to accomplish the same beat.